Hello, Exemplar Ministries family. Today is January the 7th, 2024. And if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at the number 219-885-9894. And yes, the number did change. Okay, so we are here building excellent leaders, health to wealth, you guys. So today's topic is going to be on Got Faith, and it's going to be part 1 in this series. Now, if you want to be a blessing to the ministry, you can cash app us at Exemplar Ministries, # Exemplar Ministries. Okay, once again, topic for today, Got Faith. Big old question mark, part 1. So in Genesis 5, we are talking about the generations of Adam, and there is a purpose in behind this. Some things to consider in Genesis 5 is that it records history, shows a theological perspective or significance as God's plan continues, and it also shows consequences of sin through morality, symbolic meanings like names, and more. Today we will explore these 4 purposes for Genesis chapter 5. Now in Genesis 5, 1 through 5, according to the following. 1. The historical record, which was established by showing the genealogy from Adam to Seth and connecting key figures to early times. 2. Theological significance, which is the mention of God creating man in his likeness and blessing them, emphasize this while showing our special relationship with God. Number 3, morality and sin. We see a repeat of the phrase, and he died, quote unquote. And this was in Genesis, the 5th chapter and 5th verse. And it also was showing the consequences of sin and morality. Number 4, symbolic meanings. The names given to Adam and his descendants had significance. For example, Adam's name is linked to meaning man, and the naming of Seth after Adam's image, which was symbolic to the continuation of humanity according to Genesis, the 5th chapter and 3rd verse. Now in Genesis, the 5th chapter, the 6th through the 32nd verse, which is the remainder of chapter 5. According to the following. Number 1, the historical record is established by showing the genealogy once again from Seth to Noah this time, including the ages of each patriarch when they began having children and the total lifespan of them. 2, theological significance. The genealogy emphasizing life from generation to generation, showing humanity continuing. Additionally, the mention of Enoch, who walked with God and was taken by God, according to Genesis, the 5th chapter, the 22nd through the 24th verse, King James Version. Number 3, morality and sin. The repeated phrase, and he died, quote unquote, after each patriarch's description showed the consequences of sin. This shows us a reminder of our fallen state and even shows us a generational curse which led to death. Number 4, symbolic meaning. Names of individuals, for example, Enoch, and him not experiencing death but being taken by God, shows a closeness to God. Now, let's look at Genesis chapter 6. In Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 through 4, there was a lot of events that occurred before Noah and the flood. Events like men increasing in number on earth, and even increasing with the wickedness of their hearts, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 3rd and the 5th verse. 2. Giants came in the earth, also known as Nephilim, according to the New International Version of the Bible. This made God cut down man's life to 120 years at that time, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter and 3rd verse. Now, in Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 5th through the 7th verse, God expressed how he felt about all of this going on. Can you imagine watching the work of your hands turn wicked? I'm pretty sure God was very angry. So God was in so much pain, sadness, unhappiness, meaning repented, about creating man on earth. So much that it broke God's heart in Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 6th verse. And you know it hurt God so bad to see his work or his creation, man, become so wicked or sin so greatly. We know this in Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 7th verse. God said he would destroy what he created on earth. Now, as God saw these things, he also saw a just and perfect man in Noah as he walked with God, because God gave him grace, which equals to God's unmerited favor and kindness, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 8th through the 9th verse. And as Noah walked with God, he had 3 sons named Shem, Ham, and Japheth, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 10th verse. Now in Genesis, the 6th chapter, 11 through the 22nd verse, God made a final decision as to destroy his works and the earth, because they all was wicked. And we know this as God gave Noah in Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 14th through the 21st verse, which was instructions on what to do to prepare for his judgment. Just to list the instructions, Noah was given the following. He was given the building of the ark or box, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 14th through the 16th verse. And you can track along with me on your Bible app, as well as pull out your trusty Bible. Okay, so 1, he told Noah what to do or what to build. Number 1, make the ark or box with cypress or gopher wood, according to verse 14 in chapter 6 of Genesis. 2, make a covered pitch or rooms in it, according to verse 14. Make a roof with a 18-inch window in it, according to verse 16 of the same chapter. Number 4, put a door on the side of the ark and make a ground or lower, 2nd and 3rd story, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter and 16th verse. Now God went on to tell Noah how to build the ark or box. He stated it should be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, according to verses 15 in Genesis, the 6th chapter. He also told Noah to put a door on the side of the ark, and that would help him to access each level. As Noah went on, he started to prepare for the flood, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 17th through the 21st verse. But before this, God let Noah know that what he was going to do, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 17th through the 18th verse. talk about a great level of trust and hope God had for Noah. Number 1, where God will destroy them, those that were wicked, and made a covenant or agreement with Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives, that they will go into the ark or box, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter and the 18th verse. He also gave them further instructions to take in 2 of every kind, male and female, of every bird, animal, and creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 19th through the 21st verse. And Noah was to also take every kind of food to be eaten and stored away for him, his wife, his sons, and their wives. Do anybody see what a great responsibility and great accountability needed for this task God had Noah doing? Could you have done this? I'm going to pause for a moment while I take a drink of water. Well, newsflash, Noah did exactly what God told him to do, according to Genesis, the 6th chapter, the 22nd verse. So that concludes our Sunday morning word of encouragement. I pray that that be a blessing to you, and that all that you have taken away will help you to better your life. Also, once again, if you want to call us, you can reach us at the number 219-885-9894. That number changed for Exemplar Ministries, as we are here building excellent leaders, health to wealth. Feel free to donate to us, as well as at # Exemplar Ministries. Thank you. Have an awesome day.